Hello, Las Vegas Raiders fans. Welcome to another very important piece of news. Here, you won't miss a single detail. Before we continue, can I ask you a simple favor? If you enjoy the content we bring, click the like button. It only takes a second and makes a huge difference to the channel. It's a free way to support us and ensure that we continue to bring you everything about the Raiders. Thanks a lot. The Las Vegas Raiders are in an extremely strategic position in the upcoming NFL Draft. With the coveted 6th overall pick, the Vegas franchise has a multitude of possibilities before them, and the rumors are in full swing. While many mock drafts indicate that the team may opt for already hyped talents, such as the explosive running back Ashton Jeanty from Boise State, or the talented wide receiver Tetairoa McMillan, a new projection made by Hondo Carpenter from the On-SI portal may completely change this panorama. According to him, the Raiders should bet on a name that is not yet being talked about as much at the top of the draft: Armand Membou, the promising and physical offensive tackle from the University of Missouri. The reasoning for this choice is deeply tied to the philosophy of the Raiders' new general manager, John Spytek. Coming from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where he held the position of assistant GM, Spytek is known for valuing and a lot linemen. In Tampa, he directly participated in the selection of talents like Tristan Wirfs and Graham Barton, in addition to investing heavily in second-round picks to strengthen the sector. This mentality may be the key to understanding why the Raiders would pass up more media-friendly names to secure a raw and dominant talent on the offensive line like Membou. Carpenter pointed out that, with Will Campbell off the board at the time of the draft, Armand Membou becomes the logical option, a true bully on the field, with enormous potential to protect the quarterback and open up lanes for the running game. But what makes Armand Membou so special? According to NFL.com's technical analysis by Lance Zierlein, Membou is a young, athletic, and extremely promising prospect. Although he doesn't have the ideal size that many teams look for in an NFL tackle, his combination of speed, body control, and strength in contact is simply elite. He is agile enough to follow complex blitzes and position himself quickly in space, which makes him a reliable blocker for both the pass and the run game. His footwork and core strength are attributes that support his presence on the field, although he may still have occasional difficulties against defenders with longer arms. Even so, his game already shows above-average maturity for his age, which further increases his rating among scouts. In addition to the technical analysis, there is also a fundamental strategic element to this possible choice. Marcus Mosher from the 33rd team stated that Membou could be the perfect piece for the Raiders in this early rebuild. While the excitement surrounding Ashton Jeanty is understandable, he's one of the most productive running backs in this class and could make an immediate impact. The Raiders may be thinking bigger. With Pete Carroll taking over as head coach and a clear win-now mentality, the temptation for an immediate impact player is real. However, Carroll also knows that no winning team can be built without a solid offensive line. Enter Membou, who could anchor a key area that will finally get Vegas' offense going. The Raiders have long been lacking in protecting their quarterbacks and opening up the running game. The franchise's recent history has consistently shown a lack of offensive line play, and that's one of the main reasons John Spytek may want to start his Vegas legacy in a surgical way, rebuilding that foundation. And given his track record in Tampa Bay, he has all the credentials to do just that. With names like Wirfs and Barton on his resume, it's clear that Spytek not only values the position but also knows how to identify raw talent that can be honed into All-Pro. Ultimately, the choice of Armand Membou may seem surprising at first glance, but it makes perfect sense within the new philosophy that is beginning to take shape behind the scenes at the Raiders. It's a gamble that combines long-term vision with the potential for immediate impact. In a draft full of offensive talent, sometimes the smartest pick isn't the one that grabs the headlines, but the one that strengthens the trenches, where the games are actually won. And if Hondo Carpenter's prediction comes true, the Raiders could be taking a quiet but decisive step toward a new, more physical, more solid, and more competitive era in the NFL. The anticipation in Las Vegas is reaching a fever pitch. With less than a week to go before the highly anticipated 2025 NFL Draft, the Raiders find themselves faced with a golden opportunity to bolster their defensive line with one of the most promising talents in recent years. And the name that is increasingly hot among the sidelines and analysts is Mason Graham, from Michigan. Considered by many to be one of the 3 best defenders in this draft, alongside versatile star Travis Hunter, from Colorado, and explosive edge rusher Abdul Carter, from Penn State, Graham is emerging as a true phenomenon among interior defensive linemen. And for those who follow the NFL closely, the comparison that stands out the most, and that has stirred up Raider Nation, is with Christian Wilkins, who recently joined the franchise after a solid stint with the Miami Dolphins. Analyst Edwards made a point of emphasizing the complexity of finding an exact comparison for Mason Graham's playing style. He's not as athletic as Marcell Dareus coming out of Alabama, but he provides more pressure in the pass rush than Dalvin Tomlinson, who also came from the same program. He noted, "The balance, according to him, lies precisely in Wilkins. The two have similar physical characteristics, both in size and in the way they impact the line of scrimmage." And if Wilkins proved to be a valuable piece in his first season with the Raiders, Graham appears to be a potential continuation, or even an evolution, of that style. What sets Graham apart is his ability to generate interior pressure with frightening consistency, something rare in players at his position, especially at the college level. Lance Zierlein, one of NFL.com's top experts, reinforced this comparison and went further, highlighting the technical qualities that make Graham such a special prospect. We're talking about a player with strength, effort, and initial quickness that disrupts any offensive line. He can break blocks with quick reads and a footwork that is almost synchronized with his hands. This creates very dangerous counterattacks, analyzed Zierlein. Although his height does not favor immediate one-on-one victories, Graham compensates with a motor that simply does not turn off. His ability to maintain effort throughout the play, along with his final explosiveness when he gets close to the quarterback, makes him a constant threat, the kind of player that offensive coordinators hate to face week after week. The most interesting thing about this narrative is the real possibility that the Raiders could build a dominant defensive line for years. Today, they already have Christian Wilkins, one of the most respected DTs in the league, and they recently re-signed veteran Adam Butler, another big name in the rotation. Adding Mason Graham to this group would immediately raise the ceiling of this area, offering not only youth, but a talent ready to contribute from the first snap. He's not just another prospect, is the kind of pick that could redefine the physical tone of the Raiders' defense for the next 5 years. And with the front office showing clear signs of prioritizing the line of scrimmage in this draft, it wouldn't be a surprise to see Graham's name called as early as the 6th overall pick. If the Raiders do go for Mason Graham, they'll be banking on not just raw talent, but intelligence, consistency, and an energy that fits perfectly with the franchise's identity. It's a rare opportunity to align a player with an elite technical profile with a pressing need on the team. And for a fan base that's been craving a new chapter defensively, Graham could be just the missing piece of the puzzle. Leave your thoughts, I'll like and respond. Until next time.